We are so accustomed to the new and almost inevitably neglecting the old. Hi, I'm Chin Pak Loong, Principal of Chin Pak Loong Architect. Adaptive reuse is a process that changes the disuse of ineffective item into a new item that can be used for a different purpose. Adaptive reuse itself considered sustainable because of the reduction in building materials needed to transform a space. Nuvo is a dance club, bar and restaurant where I was actually designing both the architecture and interior, and actually remains one of my most favorite projects of all time. The design for Sangria Bar and Restaurant on the ground floor has a Spanish Mediterranean concept, actually taking inspiration from Antoni Gaudí, a Spanish architect who designed innovative buildings in the late 19th and early 20th century. The main floor actually has a fluid and organic design with tentacles symbolizing sun rays, and the initial idea was actually to use mosaic tiles, which we implemented for the main bar, but of course at the end of the day it was just too costly. We then started off using normal tiles and then cut them like you see in the bronze mirror finish tabletop. Then one day, we went visiting a tile supplies factory. Actually, while loitering at the back of the warehouse, we stumbled onto bathtubs filled with broken tiles. Yes, literally old bathtubs. So we actually asked the owner, what are all these bathtubs with broken tiles doing here? And he said, well, they're actually going to be thrown away. And that's when the broken tile idea actually came to us. So we negotiated with the owner to give all the broken tiles to us. The broken tiles were actually separated into colored tiles for the features, the main white tiles for the background. So the tiles were laid down and we ran out of broken white tiles. So we took on additional white tiles that were actually bought on site, and we smashed them on the ground so we could actually use them to mimic the broken tiles effect. Literally, the whole alfresco dining was finished in broken tiles, from the column feature to the planter boxes, seating, fountain, and even, of course, the floor. The end result was so amazing that even the supplier who gave away those broken tiles was surprised. The adaptive approach achieved what we wanted at almost no cost. Well, at the Swiss Garden Resort and Spa in Kuala, the rustic concept for the all-day dining interior led us to explore the use of old railway sleepers. Our interior contractor at that time helped us to source old railway sleepers from KTM. The reception counter was cladded with these solid timber sleepers. We then laid random sleepers upright over the beds of river stones to segregate the dining areas. The main buffet area feature wall was also cladded in random size sleepers that we set in and out to give some play to the wall. The old railway sleepers gave a very special character to the interior space, adaptively reusing what were effectively abundant materials. Sometimes old furniture just needs to be refreshed to suit to the new interior environment. But it actually depends on whether the furniture is worth salvaging. Some furniture might cost more to refurbish than getting new ones. It actually all depends on the quality of the furniture. At the Merchant Bar in Armada Hotel, we saw the beauty of the old furniture which was well built, but just needed revitalization. The bar stools especially were made of solid hardwood, and the bar stool could swivel. Well, they are not so widely available in the market, so it's actually worthwhile adapting them. The stools were sanded down to strip off the existing color and then re-lacquered, re-upholstered with new leather and relined with new button rivets. The same was also done for Isin Hotel refurbishment in PJ. Well, at the Siga Divan, we re-upholstered the sofa frames with new cushions and fabrics. The refurbished old furniture also found new life at the all-day dining and club level floors. We passed by this abandoned and dilapidated main court resort in Port Dickson many times. and many would not have seen the potential that lies within the building. Well, our client engaged us to be both the architect and interior designer. Instead of demolishing the building to build a new one, we took on the adaptive approach. Retaining the architectural language of the building, we created new spaces within the existing constraints, adapting the old and new together in harmony. We cut the existing floor slab above the main lobby to create a volumetric space and built double volume roof structure to adapt to this new space. It was originally a very plain open space. We created a series of water elements throughout the resort. The water feature flows out from the lobby and cascades down to the swimming pool. We always believe resort design is all about the outdoors, fun, water and sea. So we created a long linear swimming pool that embraces the shape of the existing building. Adding the pool to the existing suites created a whole new experience for the guests. Even the presidential suite has its own private pool. So don't neglect the old, abandoned, discarded and frail. Look beyond it and you will see potential in a lot of things we quite often ignore.